You've probably seen a lot of leaf burning going on lately. After all, 'tis the season. But depending on where and when you see that smoldering pile, it might not be allowed. ABC News Channel 20's Kimberly Howard live in our newsroom. Kimberly, what are the regulations?
Vince, if you live in the city of Springfield, leaf burning is not allowed. However, you can burn in some of the surrounding villages, townships, and in unincorporated Sangamon County. It's confusing and controversial.
We have tried to ban leaf burning several years ago. The residents showed up in force. They did not want that right taken away from them.
So in the village of Grandview, the smoke flies.
Wednesdays through Saturdays, 9 a.m. till sunset. If the winds are not over 15 miles an hour, someone has to be present older than 16 with water available.
If you break any of those regulations, it could cost you at least $50.
And even into spring.
Brad Howlett burned up his leaves last weekend.
Spent about 6 hours raking the yard, and instead of having to bag them up and put them on the front, I just pulled them in the back.
He says it's easier, cheaper, and when asked if he's concerned about things like air pollution,
I don't think it's a big deal.
But Angela Tin of the American Lung Association says it is a big deal.
We usually get a lot of calls from people, and they say, they're not feeling well because some of their neighbors are burning the leaves or the garbage.
Tin says people with asthma or lung disease can be particularly affected. Also, children and the elderly.
Tell them to stay indoors. Try to stay upwind of the burning source.
And if you do burn, consider trying something else.
There are composting alternatives, there are mulching alternatives.
But that comes back to cost. Proponents of leaf burning say if you ban it, it puts stress on municipalities to pick up yard waste. And speaking of stress on municipalities, firefighters have a different take.
There's probably no firefighter that you could ask that hasn't been to a leaf fire.
And because leaf burning is regulated by local governments, ordinances vary. To find out where your community stands, log on to our website. Live in the newsroom, Kimberly Howard, ABC News Channel 20.